Okay, let's get to this whole Blue Jays versus LA Dodgers debacle. Because y'all niggas don't know how to just enjoy sports, bro. I don't even fuck with baseball like that anymore. And I could just take it for what it is. The Blue Jays did their thing. They had a great year. They had a great season, winning season, obviously, in the numbers. They weren't a wild card to be able to win the ALC. You know what I'm saying? And the Dodgers have obviously been a dominant team. And this is for somebody who's just like a fair weather look at the highlights here and there on the TV type shit. All right. But somehow, some way, y'all try to morph this whole thing into, oh, this is probably round two. Let me show y'all something. Drake and Kendrick have no power and no way to be able to figure out the outcome of what's happening with Major League Baseball games. All right. So I don't know, for people who are trying to be like, yo, we got it. Finally. Like, no, we got two baseball teams that probably don't give a shit about the battle who are going to be going head to head. Right. And this is courtesy of Hal and courtesy of Keeps It Solid. Salutes to Keeps It Solid. It says, stop comparing the Raptors ambassador who brings 5% and over $6 million a year to Toronto's economy to that little guy. Drake is a global asset, and the other dude is just a storyline. Oh my God. Who's this Hal guy, bro? I'm not gonna do the slurping motions and all that other wild shit that they be doing on those other podcasts, but Jesus Christ, bro. Like, way to make it like, yo, Hal, Drake ain't gonna let you hit, nigga. All right. I don't know if that's what you're trying, what your objective is, or what your goal is. All right. He don't swing that way. He ain't gonna let you hit, bro. He ain't gonna invite you to the freaking embassy, my nigga. Like, this level of slurpage is just out of control, bro. And I fuck with Drake, but it's about the baseball teams. Nobody, like, I guess I can't say nobody gives a shit about the battle. Like, everybody's done try to make it into the, oh, see, here we go. Right? Ty Rock and Roller says hashtag no slurp. For real, bro. Like, bro, don't even compare those two. Drake and Kendrick. He brings 600 million and the other guy doesn't do any. Like, bro, you know what's the problem with some of these Drake glazers? They make Drake look bad. Okay? Because they glaze him so crazy, they don't even do any research on the other side. This nigga's probably brings a crazy amount of money to California. And then you got me. You make me have to do shit like defend the nigga, bro. I don't even care that much, and I gotta probably say he probably does a whole bunch of outreach work for Compton and a bunch of shit, bro, that doesn't go on camera. But like, y'all niggas just always gotta make it into, oh my God, how could you compare the two? Let me go on Glasses' page, because Glasses always finds a way to put this into a meme. Holy.
Courthouse, this is Peter Boss for Ebony TV. The state of hip-hop versus the...
This is, hold on. Where did that finger pointing come from? Oh,
and all the bills crippin' in my cash box.
I'm gonna get a copyright for my homie Glasses here. Hold on. Let's find some shit here. Oh, he's onto his Vlad shit because he's got an ongoing or a rehashed issue that's going on with Vlad. What's this? Oh. There was one point in time where Glasses was posting some of the wildest, like, OVO owl memes, like these kind of dead owls, all these kind of AI dead owls. There we go. Here's one right here. What's this? Need a Kendrick Lamar performance before a game. This World Series at Dodger Stadium is more than ever now. Get out of here, bro. Like, the Dodgers ain't even thinking about this nigga, bro. Not to say that they don't care, like, oh, Kendrick Lamar, bro, they're not thinking about him or Drake. They're thinking about, yo, how are we going to win this game? Not like, oh my God, what about the implications about the battle? Look at this. How did they even make this? Is this AI or is this a real picture? Waiting for Not Like Us song to promo World Series from LA Dodgers socials. At first I was saying it's the lawsuit. It's the lawsuit that has prolonged this battle. And this is not just only Glasses, there's other people. I don't want to just raw dog Twitter. 1 second. Let me do a quick Twitter search here. You can't just be raw dogging Twitter on a live stream. Look. I'll show you this before I switch screens. Look at this. Look ahead at J3. This is where I got the thumbnail from. This nigga. This nigga's obsessed. This guy said, oh shit. Dodge. As soon as Toronto won the ALC, this nigga went to Grok or ChatGPT or whatever that he got going on at the crib. And he said, hold on, cuz. Or hold on, blood. I got this. Make Kendrick Lamar in a Dodgers and make the Drake in the Blue Jays. Holy shit, man. Maybe this is why they call me disloyal, because I'm not riding this hard, bro. I can't ride this hard for even if I'm from the same city, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta call out some shit, I gotta call it out. But I guess if I had this type of loyalty, bro, I guess I get to go on tour. One thing I did want to show you guys when it comes to this whole tickets or this whole Blue Jays and Dodgers game, the ticket sales. I don't know if you guys seen the stuff about the ticket sales, bro. They are gouging the hell out of people right now with these tickets. Hold on, let me see if I could pull up a couple of news stories, because I was watching something earlier and I was like, damn, bro. Y'all ain't right. Hold on. This is the page I was looking at. Hold on. Yeah.
And it was a test of patience and will to get tickets. Tickets to the World Series went on sale this morning, in fact. Selling out, as you can imagine, almost immediately. Nicole DiDonato joins us live from Nathan Phillips Square. So, Nicole, I don't know if you got tickets. I tried a few $1,000s when I went up for it. So, but speaking of Nathan Phillips Square, there's a special event happening there throughout the World Series. Tell us more.
Yeah, that's right. And to answer your question, no, I unfortunately did not score tickets to the World Series. I know many people tried. They are, of course, the hottest ticket in town, with many fans saying it is a bucket list experience. But not to worry for those who did not score them. The city of Toronto is hosting free watch parties right here at Nathan Phillips Square. There will be a large TV screen, a DJ, even some Blue Jays trivia for prizes between innings. So lots of
idioting. Hold on. There's a better one. There's a better one. Let me go to the one I was watching earlier. Was it this one? Oh yeah, it was this one.
In town, but many fans are finding out that getting a chance to see the World Series in person is pretty much out of reach.
CTV's Scott Hurst joins us live from the studio across the hall with more on ticket sales and the scams Blue Jays fans are facing. Good morning, Scott. So we know that the first round of tickets sold out in under an hour. What have fans been saying about trying to get these coveted tickets?
Good morning, Nick and Jen. So much excitement, of course, just so much excitement. There hasn't been a World Series game played in Toronto, played north of the border in more than 30 years. We all know that. That sets the stage for the immense demand, and all that excitement quickly turned to a whole lot of disappointment for so many fans who were looking to get those tickets as they were released officially at 10 a.m. yesterday, and they were all quickly snapped up, selling out in well under an hour. Merchandise there, as you see, also in hot demand. At one point, fans were showing a wait list online for tickets, well over 200,000. Of course, the lucky ones got through and were able to snag tickets in the hundreds of dollars, but with so much demand, prices on then the resale market quickly skyrocketed. Now, quicksand this morning on secondary sites, and there's nothing that will get you a seat for less than $1,000. The cheapest
Jeez.
selling for typically $1,400, $1,500, upwards of $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 to $15,000. I even saw a pair this morning, just a couple rows back from the field, $20,000 each.
Oh my God. $20,000. Ooh. I gotta start a poll here. Because I know that even in LA, it's probably even more expensive. Oh my God. $20,000 for a freaking World Series ticket. Would you pay, let's see, $20K? You know what? Let's lower it. Let's do $10K. Would you pay $10K for a World Series ticket? All right, let's ask that. Especially it's the Blue Jays. And listen, my apologies on the video I made earlier this week. All right, everybody was ready to bite my head off. They were like, I said, yo, the Blue Jays, they didn't go to the World Series in like 20 years or something. Niggas is like, shut up, Friday, you dumb old head, you freaking senile loser. It was 30 years. It's 1993. Like, nigga, I knew it was 93, 94. It was the back-to-back or whatever. I said 20 instead of 30. My bad.
Now, there's still a potential for standing room tickets to be released at certain times. However, that does require a text message code. And as you might expect, those will likely go incredibly fast as well.
Yeah, they'll be snapped up fast. I mean, there's only so many, tickets in the outfield district available, and based on demand yesterday, Scott, for sure. So here's the problem when you've got this kind of demand, this kind of enthusiasm and excitement. There's also scammers always looking to make a buck. So what can fans look out for to protect themselves in these circumstances?
Yeah, of course, a red flag often in these instances is a price that is too good to be true. So, of course, be careful if you see tickets, particularly on social media, with a price that might be well below what you're seeing. Of course, we're all looking for the best price. We're all looking for deals, but that is common red flag when it comes to potential fraudulent tickets when there is so much demand. Of course, as you guys remember,
there was another news story. I wonder if they've already posted this up on CP2 for. Let's go up on their page quick fast, and then we're gonna go check what's going on in LA. Yeah, they didn't post about the Blue Jay stuff yet. Because CP24, they had posted something about how Doug Ford, he got kind of cheesed. He's like, oh, you guys are gouging. This is wild. I wonder if they have any post about this yet. Doug Ford, Blue Jays. Let's do that. What he got to say about this, about the ticket gouging. There's fans pouring into the streets. Is this the one? No, that's the one, not the one we just saw. Maybe it's in this one.
Tickets for Game 1 of the World Series.
We were lucky enough, we'd just come to Toronto today to check out if anything was going on. And we just came as they were restocking, so we were able to just grab it and go.
Perfect. Okay. Then hopefully if all goes.
Anyhow, let me go check out what's going on with these LA Dodgers tickets. LA Dodgers tickets. Let's see if there's if they're gouging people over there. 2025 LA Dodgers predictions. I don't care about predictions. Let's do ticket prices. Let's see, and then we'll move on to like actual hip hop shit. Nope. It'll be an expensive October for Dodgers fans. What's this about? Let's see what's going on here.
Now, we still don't know who they're going to go up against, but they are one step closer now to the World Series. McCall and Medina talked to fans today who are trying to prepare for what could be an expensive October.
If you're like me, a Dodger fan, you certainly relish a World Series from the Dodgers. I got my patch here on my jersey, but you don't relish paying that credit card bill after that game.
It is tough. It is tough.
Jose Lara knows what I'm talking about. He shelled out good money for last night's game.
I'm not mad. As long as we keep winning, I don't care.
Yeah, those tickets are expensive. I mean, they're expensive for a reason.
Paula Cawenga, a lifelong Dodger fan, all dressed in pink today. She was actually giving birth to her daughter during the last World Series.
She was born during the World Series, and we were watching it in the hospital.
Last year?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. So we were in the hospital watching the parade, and she's a Dodger fan for life.
She won't be shelling out the big bucks this year if the Dodgers go again.
We'll be watching it on TV comfortably on our couches.
So what could be the average cost if the Dodgers go to another World Series? Well, check out this. We found a ticket from the 1960s on eBay at $1.50. That's for a regular season game. But in
$1.50 back in the days, that's crazy.
1963, when the Dodgers played the Yankees in the World Series, the price for a World Series ticket then, just about $12 and $2 for a bleacher seat. Jump 50 years to 2015, the Mets-Royals series, the average resale ticket there about $1,437.
That's not so bad.
Last year on StubHub, the cheapest ticket for the World Series, only about $413, while the most expensive about $2,100. So
that's not so bad, yo. Where are they getting this $21,000, bro? Holy shit.
Called the vice president of ticket sales for the Dodgers.
We've seen tickets, as low as probably $100 or so to get in for some of the games.
He says getting tickets early is key to get the best prices at any game in the postseason.
We always tell people to sign up for all of our communications that we have on Dodgers.com. So that way you're tied in, you're ready to go as soon as an email gets sent out in regards to things being on sale.
There's still plenty of time to get tickets for this next series, which shouldn't be as expensive as a World Series. Cross your fingers. Game 1 and 2 is set for Monday and Tuesday. Game 3 and 4 is Thursday and
Okay. So I don't know. They're not giving me any ticket prices for what's going on with the Dodgers right now, or not that I can find, or not that I feel like looking for right now. Let's be more honest with it. Not that I feel like looking for. Yeah. But listen, salute to everybody who's going out to any of these games right now. All right, I seen one person on the news saying, "Bro, I'd rather pay my mortgage," or no, he said, "I'd rather buy a car. I'd rather buy an automobile than pay for a World Series ticket right now." I feel you, broski. Like that's kind of insane. $10,000 to go to a baseball game, and I don't know. Just for me as somebody who stopped really following sports as heavily back in the days, I used to be a crazy sports fan. But at some point in time, I said to myself, why am I staying up right now? And this is probably a baseball game I was watching. Why am I staying up right now to watch on innings, inning 12, an extra inning game? And it's like friggin' 1 o'clock in the morning. All you guys are rich. You're all millionaires. I think I should be okay. I can go to bed and find out the outcome in the morning. And from there, I just snapped out of it. Prior to that, I was like locked in. I'm used to pick up, the actual newspaper, check out the stats of the games that I couldn't see. But then somewhere along, just that night, I was just like, wait, I ain't getting paid to stay up and watch y'all niggas, bro. Pause. Like, turn the TV off. And I just stopped being a big sports fan after that. But yeah, salute to all your people who are going out there and, spending your hard-earned money. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.